Hey there, and welcome back. It's June, and for over 70 million Americans, that means another Social Security payment is either here or on the way soon. But this month isn't just about your usual deposit date. There are a few important changes happening behind the scenes that could affect how benefits are delivered, how long you wait for help, and even how much you get moving forward. One of the biggest headlines right now is this. Social Security retirement payments are hitting a new milestone. For the first time ever, the average monthly check is expected to pass $2,000. It's not a huge jump from last month, but it's still a major moment in the history of the program, especially with prices rising and so many people counting on every dollar just to get by. And before we go further, I'd love to hear from you. Have you had any trouble with your payments? Or has something actually gone smoother than usual? Let me know in the comments. Your experience could help someone else feel less alone or give them a heads up on what to expect. And if these monthly updates help you stay prepared, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free, and it makes sure you won't miss the next update. Now, let's start with the payment schedule for June, because it's a little different than usual for some folks. If you receive SSI, Supplemental Security Income, your June payment was actually issued early on Friday, May 30th. That's because June 1st landed on a Sunday, and when that happens, payments are pushed up to the last business day of the previous month. It's a common SSA rule, but it still catches a lot of people off guard. So if you got 2 SSI payments in May, just know that was normal, and you won't see a separate payment in June. Now, if you receive both SSI and regular Social Security, or your benefits started before May 1997, your main Social Security payment is scheduled for Tuesday, June 3rd. For everyone else whose benefits started after May 1997, the payment schedule depends on your birthday. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th, your check is set to arrive on Wednesday, June 11th. If your birthday is between the 11th and 20th, your payment will show up on Wednesday, June 18th. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, your check is expected on Wednesday, June 25th. As always, direct deposits usually land early in the morning, while mailed checks can take a bit longer depending on your local mail carrier. Make sure your bank info and mailing address are up to date so nothing gets delayed. Now back to that $2,000 milestone. As of April, the average Social Security retirement benefit reached $1,999.97, basically right there. That's mostly thanks to the 2.5% cost of living adjustment, or COLA, that took effect at the beginning of this year. And while that increase has helped a little, many people have told me it hasn't kept up with the cost of food, rent, or prescriptions. That's why there's a renewed push in Washington to change how COLA is calculated. Right now, it's based on the CPIW, which tracks spending patterns of working adults. Some lawmakers and advocacy groups are pushing to switch it to the CPI instead, which better reflect how seniors actually spend their money. It's not law yet, but the conversation is gaining momentum. Now let's talk about something that's still frustrating a lot of people: overpayments. Earlier this year, the SSA reintroduced a rule allowing them to withhold 100% of your check if they said you were overpaid, even if it wasn't your fault. That created a huge backlash, and rightfully so. After pressure from the public and lawmakers, the agency reversed that decision on April 25th. Now, the most the SSA can withhold is 50% of your monthly benefit, unless you choose to let them take more. It's still a big chunk, but not as devastating as losing your entire payment. If you've received one of those letters, don't ignore it. You can appeal the overpayment, request a waiver, or set up a payment plan. The key is acting fast. Delays make it harder to resolve. Now here's something else that's been catching people off guard: new identity verification rules. As of April 14th, if you're applying for retirement, survivors, or family benefits and you're not using the online portal, you might be required to verify your identity in person. This change is part of a larger fraud prevention push. It doesn't apply to SSI, SSDI, or Medicare applicants, but if your application gets flagged, you may need to visit a Social Security office. And that's not always easy, especially with what's happening at the SSA right now. Under the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE for short, staffing cuts and automation have become the new normal. The goal is to cut waste and modernize government systems, including Social Security. So far, that's meant more than 7,000 SSA employees have left their jobs, either through buyouts or early retirement. At least 25 field offices have already closed. That's about 12% of the entire workforce gone. In theory, new AI tools are supposed to pick up the slack, especially on phone lines, where average wait times have ranged from 68 to 112 minutes. Over 400,000 people call the SSA every day, and the agency says new systems will help handle those calls faster. But a lot of folks are still struggling to get answers. There are now over 575,000 pending retirement claims, and reports of long lines, missed appointments, and slow processing are piling up. Some people are feeling like they've been pushed to the side in a system that's becoming harder to navigate. At the same time, DOJ has also been cracking down on fraud. One of their recent efforts involved purging over 12 million outdated or suspicious records from SSA's system, including individuals listed as over 120 years old who were still showing up in databases. According to Musk and SSA officials, this helps reduce the risk of benefits being sent to the wrong people. But critics argue that the focus on fraud shouldn't come at the cost of accessibility. If you were born in 1960, this is an especially important year. You've officially reached full retirement age, 67. That means you can now claim your retirement benefits without any reductions. You still have the option to claim early or wait longer to increase your monthly benefit, but 67 is now considered the new baseline for full benefits. And finally, let's talk about taxes on Social Security. There's been a lot of interest in President Trump's proposal to eliminate federal income taxes on Social Security benefits. Just pausing for a moment to share something that could really help you or someone you care about. If you're 65 or older, or helping someone who is, you probably know how overwhelming Medicare can feel. The mailers, the endless calls, all claiming they have the best plan, it's exhausting. When my team and I were looking into this, we came across Chapter, and what stood out wasn't just that they compare all 24,000 plus plans. It was their story. The founders built Chapter after their own parents got stuck in the wrong Medicare plans, and they realized just how many people were being misled or pressured into making choices that weren't right for them. That's what makes Chapter different. Their advisors aren't paid to push one plan over another. They're salaried, independent, and genuinely there to help you. You'll speak with a real person who takes the time to understand your doctors, prescriptions, and preferences and helps you make a decision you feel good about. And the call is totally free. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest support. If you're already in the right plan, they'll tell you. And if not, they'll help you find one that better fits your needs. If you want to talk to someone today, give Chapter a call at 615-639-1937 or visit askchapter.org/money. Again, that's 615-639-1937. It's free, and it might save you a lot of stress. All right, now let's get back to it. It's something many people support, especially those living on fixed incomes. But the plan comes with a high price tag, nearly $950 billion over 10 years, and it hasn't passed yet. So for now, if your income reaches the taxable threshold, you still need to pay taxes on your benefits in 2025. So what do you do this month? Make sure you know your payment date, especially if you're expecting a check later in the month based on your birthday. If you're on SSI, remember, you already received your June payment early on May 30th. There won't be another one this month. If something's off, like a missing deposit or an overpayment letter, don't wait to follow up. Log into your My Social Security account or call the SSA and ask for help. You can also connect with local legal aid services if things get complicated. And also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did your payment come on time? Have you dealt with long wait times, new rules, or anything else that felt different lately? Drop a comment below. The more people share, the more we all learn what's really happening out there. And if this update helped you, give it a like so more people can find it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. These updates keep changing fast, and I'll be right here to break it down every month. Thanks for spending some time here with me today. Take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you again soon.